No shame, no sugarcoating if your mornings are soft. Your blood flow is dying. But one cheap mineral taken at night is bringing back what men thought they lost forever. This isn't a pill. It's not a joke. It's the silent switch no doctor ever told you about. Hit like if you're tired of waking up dead inside, and subscribe if you're ready to bring it back. You wake up, look down, nothing, again, and maybe you don't even flinch anymore, maybe you've learned to ignore it, to not expect anything, to pretend it doesn't matter, but it does, because once upon a time that morning rise wasn't just routine. It was your signal, your body's way of saying you're alive, you're strong, you're still a man. And now, day after day, that signal is silent. You brush your teeth, you sip your coffee, you move on like it's normal, but deep down, you know it's not. You remember how it used to feel, waking up with power, energy, drive, not just down there, but everywhere. There was pride in it, a quiet confidence, a fire in your chest that said, I'm still in the game. Now? You feel tired, flat, like your body's lost its spark. And the worst part isn't the physical change, it's the silence. Because no one talks about this, not your doctor, not your friends, not even your wife, it's too awkward, too personal, too shameful, so you carry it alone, like a secret failure that you never asked for. But here's what no one told you, and what you need to hear right now, that morning rise. It's not just about sex, it's about blood flow, about circulation, about testosterone, it's your body's internal report card, and right now, it's handing you an F, not because you're old, but because something inside you has changed. Something no one warned you about, and it doesn't stop there. That missing signal isn't just a sign of bedroom trouble, it's a preview, a warning. Low blood flow in the morning often means low blood flow all day to your heart, your brain, your muscles, it's not just your manhood that's asleep, it's your whole system. And the longer you ignore it, the harder it is to bring back. But that's where it gets shocking, because fixing it doesn't require a pill, or a prescription, or an embarrassing doctor's visit. It starts with something so small, so natural, so forgotten, you might already have it in your kitchen. This next step could be the moment everything changes, because when the blood flows, everything changes, and it starts tonight. Let's talk about something no one's testing you for, but everyone's suffering from: magnesium deficiency. Right now, over 70% of men over 60 are low on this one mineral. And the worst part? You'd never know it, because the symptoms aren't loud, they're slow, subtle, and deadly. Magnesium isn't just some vitamin in a bottle, it's the spark plug of your body, it keeps your heart beating, your blood flowing, and your hormones balanced. But here's what they don't tell you. Low magnesium doesn't just make you tired or stiff. It chokes your blood vessels, it blocks testosterone from doing its job, and worst of all, it destroys your sleep. Not just any sleep. REM sleep. That deep, healing nighttime cycle where your brain resets, your hormones surge, and your blood flows freely, especially down there. You see, most healthy men have 3 to 5 erections while they sleep. Your body doesn't wait for permission. It does it on its own. That's the natural rhythm. But without enough magnesium, you don't get deep sleep. Without deep sleep, you don't get blood flow. And without blood flow, you wake up soft, again, and again, not because you're weak, not because you're old, but because one essential mineral has been missing from your system for years. Your body isn't broken, it's blocked, starved, depleted, and this deficiency doesn't just mess with your mornings, it wrecks your blood pressure, your energy, your mood, your manhood. And guess what? Magnesium isn't some miracle supplement locked away in a lab, it's real, it's natural, it's affordable, and in the right form. It's a game changer, because once magnesium levels are restored, sleep deepens, blood vessels relax, and circulation returns, and when that happens, so does your signal. That proud, powerful morning rise you haven't felt in years, and all it takes is one small step before bed. This isn't a gimmick. This is biology. This is what your body's been begging for in silence. The question is, will you listen? So now you know the problem isn't your age. It's your circulation. It's your sleep. And above all, it's your magnesium. But the real magic? It's in how you restore it. Let me introduce you to what some men are calling their nighttime switch. Simple, powerful, and shockingly effective. It's called the Magnesium Sleep Tonic. Here's what it is and exactly how to use it. Take 1 teaspoon of magnesium glycinate, not oxide, not citrate, glycinate. Because this form is fully absorbed by your body. It goes where it's needed, to your nerves, your vessels, your brain, and most importantly, to your blood flow. Now mix it with a glass of warm water. Simple. No blender. No pills, no powders with side effects. Just warm water. And a switch waiting to flip. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. This is when your body is preparing for deep repair. This is when your testosterone rises. This is when nitric oxide is released, if you let it. And that's what magnesium does. It tells your blood vessels to relax. It tells your nerves to calm. It tells your body, it's safe, you can heal now. But want to take it even further? Here's a secret used by thousands of older men now rediscovering their power. Add a pinch of pink Himalayan salt. It boosts absorption and balances electrolytes. Or a splash of chamomile tea, which naturally reduces cortisol and calms the nervous system. This tiny 60-second habit sets off a domino effect inside your body. Deeper REM sleep, natural testosterone rebound, wider arteries, surging blood flow, and yes, that strong, proud morning signal. But don't take my word for it. Men all over the world, some in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, are reporting the same thing. Day 2, I slept like a rock. Day 4, I woke up hard again. I hadn't felt that in years. This isn't hype. This isn't magic. This is biochemistry finally working like it's supposed to. Because the Magnesium Sleep Tonic isn't a supplement, it's a switch. And for some men, that switch flips in just 3 nights. So what are you waiting for? Your body's not gone. It's just waiting for a signal. And this might be it. Let me tell you a story, a true story, about a man named Ron. 68 years old. Divorced. Living alone in a small apartment in Michigan. Retired. Quiet, kept to himself. But every morning, he woke up with the same silent pain, not in his body, but in his spirit. For over 2 years, he hadn't felt a single morning erection. Not once. He told himself it was fine, but he didn't care that he was past that part of life. But deep down, he missed it. Not the sex, the signal, that quiet proof that he was still a man, still alive, still working. Then one day, he stumbled across the same video just like you. He watched. He listened. He tried the drink, 1 teaspoon of magnesium glycinate. Warm water 30 minutes before bed. That's it. Night 1, nothing. Night 2, deeper sleep. Night 3, still nothing. But then came day 4. And on the morning of day 5, Ron woke up, opened his eyes, and felt pressure. Down there. Not a dream, not a fantasy. Real, solid, strong. He sat up slowly, looked down. And for the first time in 2 years, he was hard. He didn't laugh. He didn't celebrate. He cried. He messaged us that morning with just one line. I woke up with tears in my eyes, not because of sex, but because I finally felt like me again. That's what this is about. Not performance. Not pills. Not some fake promise from a late night. This is about getting back to yourself. To the man you were. The man you still are under all the silence, the stress, and the lies. And if Ron can, feel it again, so can you. So if you've ever felt like Ron, if you've ever missed that quiet morning proof that you're still alive, still powerful, then do this right now. Like this video. Share it with a friend. And know this story doesn't have to end with silence, because you haven't lost it. It's just waiting to be switched back on. Now here's the question every man asks at this point. If this magnesium sleep tonic works so well, why didn't my doctor tell me about it? Here's the answer, and it's going to sting, because magnesium can't be patented, it can't be turned into a $500 pill. You can't slap a label on it and sell it with side effects, it's cheap, it's natural, and it fixes the problem at the root, and that's exactly why you've never heard this before. You see? Pills are business, big business, and the business model? Keep you broken but barely functioning. They don't want blood vessels to heal, they want pressure managed, not flow restored, they want pills that treat symptoms, not food that solves causes. Because one scoop of magnesium costs cents, but a lifetime of little blue pills? That's thousands of dollars. For half results and side effects, they call it healthcare, but for men over 60? It's more like wealth care, for them, not for you, and here's what they'll never say out loud. If men knew their blood flow could return naturally, their pills would sit untouched on pharmacy shelves. That's why no one told you. Not your doctor, not your pharmacist, not even the men in your own circle, because they didn't know either. They were told the same lie. It's just age. But now, you've seen what's possible. You've learned what they won't teach you in a prescription bottle, and that puts you ahead of 99% of men your age, so here's the next step. Subscribe to this channel because we're just getting started. We're blowing the lid off every hidden truth, every natural solution, every lie they've sold you. And this isn't about conspiracy, it's about control, and finally getting yours back, because you deserve the truth. And now that you've heard it, there's no going back. So now you've got the weapon, the magnesium drink. But if you really want to unlock everything your body's still capable of, you need this, a 3-minute bedtime routine that quietly rebuilds you. From the inside out, no gym, no appointments, no pills, just 3 simple actions. Done with purpose. Step 1. The drink. 1 teaspoon of magnesium glycinate in warm water. Sip slowly. Not rush. This alone starts the process. Within 30 minutes, your blood vessels begin to relax. Your nervous system softens. Your blood pressure starts dropping gently. You feel heavy, but in a good way. The kind of heaviness that leads to deep, healing sleep. Step 2. 5 deep breaths. Right after finishing your drink, sit back, close your eyes, and take 5 long, slow breaths through your nose. Why? Because when you breathe deeply, nitric oxide is released in your nasal passages. That's the same gas your body needs for better blood flow, especially down there. And here's what's even better. Those 5 breaths don't just release nitric oxide, they also signal your brain that it's safe to rest, safe to let go, safe to heal. This 1-minute breathing habit paired with magnesium creates a compound effect. Your blood vessels open. Your heart rate slows, and your testosterone has a chance to rise naturally during the night. Step 3. 10 seconds of gratitude. No, this isn't some fluffy trend. It's science. Gratitude reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that shuts down testosterone, and when cortisol drops, T levels rise. Circulation improves. And yes, morning wood returns. All you have to do is think of one thing you're grateful for, not a speech, not a journal. Just 10 seconds. It might be your grandkids. Your health, a second chance, or simply the fact that you're still here, whatever it is. That quiet thought helps your body shift gears, because when your mind lets go of stress, your hormones come back online. Your circulation improves, and your body finally gets the green light to restore what's been missing. All of this in 3 minutes. The drink, the breath, the gratitude. This isn't about getting lucky. It's about waking up alive again. It's about proving to yourself before the world that your best mornings aren't behind you. They're just waiting. For tonight, let's talk about what happens if you do nothing, if you keep brushing it off, if you keep saying it's just age. If you keep ignoring what your body's been screaming for years. It starts small. You stop waking up hard. You tell yourself it's normal. Then one day, You stop getting hard at all. It's not sudden. It's a slow disappearance. Little less blood flow. A little less desire. A little more shame. That you never talk about. But under the surface, something bigger is happening. When blood flow slows down there, it's not just a bedroom problem. It's a circulation problem. And circulation feeds everything. Your heart, your brain, your energy, your identity. You see, erectile dysfunction is often the first sign of artery damage. Tiny capillaries, closing up. Pressure building, blood struggling to get where it used to flow freely. And over time, that doesn't just affect performance. It threatens your heart, your longevity. Your life. The data is clear. Men who experience ED are at significantly higher risk of stroke, heart attack, and early death. Because weak blood flow doesn't just kill erections. It kills you. Quietly. Slowly. From the inside out. And while this is happening, you isolate. You stop trying. You stop hoping. You stop seeing yourself the way you used to. The mirror reflects a man you don't recognize. Not because he's older, but because he's fading. Not from time, from neglect. And let's be real. It's not your fault. You were misled. You were told to accept this. You were sold silence, shame, and side effects. But that ends today. Because now you know the truth. You're not broken. You're not done. You've just been missing the fuel. Your body needs to rise again, literally and figuratively. You can let the decline continue, or you can say, enough. One habit, one drink, one decision. That's all it takes to stop the silent slide and reclaim what's been slipping away. The only question now is, will you ignore this message like the last 10? Or will this be the one that changes your story? Let's be real. You spent your life working. For your family. For your kids. For your spouse. For everyone. But you've put your own needs in the backseat. You've sacrificed. You've stayed silent. You've endured more than anyone will ever know. But now, it's time to work for you. Not just your body, your identity. Not just your energy. Your dignity. Because let's get something straight. Your rise isn't over. Not even close. The world may try to tell you you're done. Too old. Too late. Too far gone. But your body is still listening. Your blood is still waiting. And your power? It's still there, buried beneath stress, neglect, and misinformation. You deserve to wake up alive. With strength. With energy. With pride. Not just because of what happens down there, but because of how you feel in here. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about reclaiming your manhood. On your terms. Naturally. And unapologetically. You've got one life. One chance. One body. And starting tonight, you get to decide, stay quiet and slowly fade. Or rise up. One glass. One breath. One decision at a time. And if you're still watching this, that means a part of you already knows the answer. So do it now. Smash that like button if you're ready to feel like a man again. Comment below, I want my rise back, if this hit you, and subscribe, because no one else is fighting for men like this. We're not done, we're just getting started, and so are you.